Hi guys, welcome to another Iron Mike FIA GT Sports stream. This is the round 2 manufacturer series at Monza with the Group 4 cars and hard tyres only. Debatable whether or not it's a pit stop race or not. I only did the one race and I chose not to do a pit stop. I wasn't really expecting the Jaguar, which is my manufacturer, to do so well, but I was quite surprised to come third. My original plan, because of turn 1, usually turn 1, the chicane, usually you get a lot of people piling in and slamming and causing a lot of damage. So originally my plan was to start at the back, but when I saw the qualifying times, a lot of them were sitting originally around the 2-minute mark, and I thought, I reckon I could do better than that, so I thought I'd try and jump the queue, so ended up in third spot. There's a number of drivers in here that I know and have a good relationship with, and quite a few of those people are right behind me, so I had a bit of comfort coming into turn 1. So just going through my settings, traction control 1, really that was the minimum traction control to just try and look after my tyres. I'm going to be doing a non-stop right up to lap 20. Some of the corners like turn 1 chicane, I do slow down a lot and I'm worried I'm going to gun it and spin it. Balance, my brake balance is at +1 just to look after my fronts, and just some minimal short shifting to get through to lap 20 without stopping. So again, clench the cheek butts, take a deep breath and pray like hell turn 1. But once again, there was some, look at them flying in, but they're careful, so they're pretty good, the guys behind. We're just going to go through lap 1, and then I'm going to be starting to cut out some of the boring stuff. Now, I wasn't sure about the guy in first place. It's Patricia. Real bad internet connection I got there. I've never seen that person before, so again, I've said in other streams, I get the impression they're from overseas. Aussie Devil, position 2, gets a bit loose and more loose. I'm now in second place. And then come around the corner. It's Patricia just getting a bit wild there, so I just had the gut feeling things are really going to fall my way. People behind me still right on my tail, but still got enough pace to try and hold them off. So behind me is Smooth Blanket, and you see here, I can see him passing. I don't want to be going side by side in this corner, so I did just back off, let him through. It's a long race, we're on lap 1, so I don't want to squabble over each corner. And there's a slight gap building behind me, so slowly getting a bit more comfortable. It took me a few laps, I think, just to settle down, but so far so good. And again here, like that, it's Patricia. It was like, I don't understand. I'm used to foreigners coming in and they just fly. I get the impression that this is someone from overseas who probably isn't as good. So that's the position being held. Getting a bit loose there. So we're on lap 5 now, just jumping ahead, and Smooth Blanket in second position gets a penalty. Can't really see. I'm not too sure if it was 1 or 1 second or a half second. Ooh, and then first place, it's Patricia, gets a bit loose, so catching up real nice here. So again, this by lap 6 now, getting a bit of confidence. So that looked, Smooth Blanket, that looked like a 1 second penalty, so able to get past him. Now up into second. I did start third, so feeling good here, but unfortunately I cut that corner there a little bit too much and get a 1 second penalty myself. So just trying my hardest to stick in people's slipstream. So a lap ahead now. Pay my 1 second penalty, and that allows Smooth Blanket again to get past. And that's just going to play into the hands of it's Patricia up front, who will be able to slowly start getting away. And then the people behind me, like Dikaki, able to... Oh, and just cutting that corner again. Just got to be careful. But these penalties are costing us quite a bit. So jumping ahead now again to lap 11, still in third place. And trying to work out what's going on here. Oh, that's right. So Smooth Blanket, he just goes a bit wide, loses a bit of momentum. And I was more than happy to stay in third and say, mate, you know, let's work as a team. Let's not fight. So give him a little bump draft. And I think he did cut a corner there a bit somewhere. No, alright. No, he didn't. Oh, that's right. Gives a flash of the hazard lights to say thanks. And then I was quite surprised. Smooth Blanket here. He pits lap 11. And personally, if I was going to pit, I'd be pitting maybe lap 9. But he may have been looking at the field and seeing where all the other cars are. So that puts me up in a second place, moving forward to lap 13. Dikaki's still behind me. It's Patricia's about 8 seconds ahead. You know, she's she or he. Oh, that's right, just touched the grass there. Everything was going fine. And then I touched the grass. I thought, you know, I'll just go through the chicane and cop a 2 second penalty. But oh no, the game decides, no, we're going to reset you. That's going to be even worse. So, Dikaki and the Pope get past me. Two nice guys. Get on well with them, so... more than happy with that. So I'm a little bit fixated with the Pope. He goes off, I go off, so I pull over to the right there because I could see Smooth Blanket just catching up. And the Pope gets a half-second penalty. It's all kicking off a bit. Quite a bit of a gap, 4.5 seconds behind me to Heartstopper, who was previously known as Heartstopper NZ. He's changed his name. So jumping ahead again to lap 14. Lap 15. Obviously something's happened there. I'm missing things. So I don't understand. Smooth Blanket goes really defensive there and then shoots out onto the right hand side, cutting that right hand curve. And that's going to give him a half-second penalty. So trying to catch up as best I can. Now, Smooth Blanket, like I said, he did pit. I was expecting him to do a bit better than this. Unfortunately, he's a little bit too far away for me to catch up. So you'll see her I lift a bit. That's driving etiquette there. Note, driving etiquette. Getting a bit cute with those corners again. But luckily for me, Smooth Blanket, he cops a 1 second penalty and I don't. I must have been 1 pixel more on the track. So yellow flags up. Oh, that's right, Dikaki, who was in second place. I don't know what happened. He's lost it on the corner, and so I move up into fourth. Smooth Blanket, he's got his 1 second penalty. Unfortunately, he's lost a lot of momentum there, so I get past him. I move up into third place. So we've still got It's Patricia up in first place by 9.3 seconds. The Pope in second place. Coming up into 18th lap, and I don't know why, brakes didn't work too well. Um, just overcooked it. My tyres are getting a bit worn. So I've got smooth blanket again right on my backside. And I've just got to let him go. He's just been pushing and pushing. I think even here I just lift a bit because I just don't want two people at a time going through. Driving etiquette, guys. Again, I've got to watch those corners. Oh, 1 second penalty. And then I see up front the Pope has about a half-second penalty up front, so he must cut a corner as well. Moving up into lap 19. And, oh, there was another corner cut. See, I was just getting a bit lazy there. So now I'm up to 2.5 seconds. That's a lot. I've got about 4-second gap between me and Dikaki behind. So luckily, there's a bit of a fair gap there, so he's not going to get past me straight away. Here he comes, he's catching up pretty fast. I think we just see the race out from here, guys. Lap 19. Quite a bit happens now. My fuel, I've got about maybe around here I've got about maybe 2 laps of fuel, maybe 1.5 laps of fuel. I had plenty of fuel to see the race out. But I've got Dikaki right on my tail. Final lap. So I put my indicator on and just let Dikaki go. He was another person who had previously pitted halfway through the race, and I just can't see the sense in holding people back. Just if you can, it's like a band-aid. Don't do it slowly. Just get it over and done with. Yeah, so 2 cars here, 1 and 2. So that was the Pope and Smooth Blanket, and I think it was Smooth Blanket on that right hand arc went out a little bit too far, touched the grass and slid into the Pope, and they both crashed out. And with that distraction going on, I cut a corner and so a half-second penalty. These penalties are so easy to get, you got to be so careful. And look at that half-second penalty just paid. But I've got Heartstopper on a charge, so I'll let him go as well. But then I was a bit surprised. He's braking quite a bit there, so I thought, maybe he's got straight line speed, but his tyres are a bit cooked. So I tried my hardest to keep with him. This is final lap, final corner coming up. So here was where I was just watching him to see his lines. Is he worn? Is he going to slide out? But he hung in there. I had the annoying Bella Joy behind me, and I thought, God no, you are not going to pass me. So starting third, and after a few penalties, finishing 4th. That was the first race of the day, guys, and I was happy with that. I was just going to leave it. So no more racing for that day. Done about the suit, green. That's the Jaguar green. So 72 points for that. I was happy. My DR went up by 1,000 points. Look forward to seeing your streams, guys, and see you in the next one.